sounds good. On that, let me check. Yeah, there we are. Cool. Alrighty, let's get it started. Alright, there we got our intro trailer to the game. And we shall jump right in. It says press the start button, but I'm actually going to press the Y button. It didn't work. I'm going to press the A button. That worked. Alrighty, here we are. Look at this weird loading screen. Alright, we in. If you're wondering what's going on with this weird menu, it's because we're lying on our backs with this thing over our head. A machine called the Animus, and if I select right there, it comes off of us like that. Whee! And here we are. So Assassin's Creed 1 tells the story of a man named Desmond Miles. Desmond Miles was... wow, my cords are so tangled. Wait, what the heck?
Sit down.
Alright, so Desmond... Wow, look at that film grain. I don't know if you guys can see on the stream, but the film grain is insane. Oh my god. What the heck?
Sit down, please.
Anyway. Yeah, sit down, please. Okay, you too. Let me turn on subtitles. Okay, I don't have options from here. Anyway, just to catch up on what's going on in Assassin's Creed 1, is that this man, Desmond Miles here, he was kidnapped by a an international pharmaceutical company called Abstergo. And Abstergo basically...
Don't make this complicated. Sit down on the Animus and let's get started.
Do something about it, you won't. They force him to use this machine called the Animus, which relives the genetic memories of our ancestors. Turns out that one of our ancestors, from almost 1,000 years ago, he saw something that is very important to these people today. So, during the Third Crusade, an assassin named Altair ibn Ahad, he found a map. And this map was a map of various artifacts across the world. It's not even sit, it's lying down. Can I talk to her? No, not at this point. And so, what they're doing is they don't know exactly when my ancestors found the map, so what we're doing is we're going through his memories to try to find that. Or what they're trying to do is try to find the map. And I don't even know if that's at this point we even know that they're looking for a map. I don't know if they've actually explained what they're doing this for. Turn down game volume a bit. Okay. I can't do that from here. I'll have to go into the options.
I need you to
But
sit
thank you
down
for
on
that.
the Animus.
Wee.
You forget how the Animus works? Select a memory on the menu in front of you and let's begin.
Yes, it is. Sound effects volume. Where's general volume? No general volume. Okay. Let's put everything down to 8 and see how that goes.
They'll never let me go.
Let's go, Mr. Miles.
Animus
Time's
blood.
wasting.
Okay. Now I'll put brightness up slightly because I've noticed that that's on streams things seem darker than it does for me. So I see it fine, but I've just noticed that things seem darker. Anyway, 8 out of 10 for all volumes. Bump brightness a bit.
Quit
Alright,
wasting
and
time
now-
and enter your memory, Mr. Miles.
Right, I get it. Jeez. And we in.
Jar carriers can easily break your cover if you cause them to drop what they're carrying.
Alrighty. Where's my bottle of iced tea? Alright, here we are. So, this is, I'd say, almost a third into the game of Assassin's Creed 1. Right now, I actually thought I was further than this. Last time I played, I thought I'd already finished this. Maybe it just didn't save and it sent me back. But the current thing is, so the way Assassin's Creed 1 works is you enter a city, you meet the local boss, or the local, I don't know, agent.
Altair, welcome.
Okay, we're jumping straight into it. Fuck. Hey, can I turn on subtitles? Oh. Not there. Wouldn't be under controls. Hold. Okay. General. Is this game doesn't... Wait, does this game just not have subtitles? Okay, what is going on here? It's obviously not under controls. It's not under general. Not under HUD. What is this? Like, why are they using weird icons? What's this do? That's just like a progress bar. Whatever, we'll just listen to what he has to say.
Now give me the marker.
First things first. Tell me what you know.
Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest death dealer in the land.
Change the volume, the camera perspective. This game is a bit different, you know, there's not many games that have a fixed perspective like this.
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go.
And this man gives me a feather. What are we gonna do with that feather? Who knows?
Let Al-Mualim's will be done. You may rest here until you're ready.
Let Al-Mualim's will be done. Okay, can I get out of this hell, please? Waste. Oh.
Fast forwarding memory
God.
to a more recent one.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one. Alright, so we can get out. Oh, what the hell? Wrong place. Checkpoint reached. Here we go. Alright, so what you do in this game is you come to a city, or rather a part of the city. Right now we're in the poor district. So there's 3 cities that have 3 districts each, and you have a target in each one. Oh god, please.
You're hurting me.
I'm sorry, my train of thought is crap. So what you do is you come in, you find the Assassin Bureau, and these are secret buildings in the middle of the cities, and they all have, they're only accessible from the rooftops. You meet the guy and you're like, hey, I'm here to take down a target. And the guy's like, alright, go out and gather intel. And so you do your of... Oh, look at that. So this is the border to the rich district by the looks of it. I can't go here yet because that's just not where I'm supposed to go yet. You gather intel doing various missions. You come back to the guy in charge of the bureau. And then he's like, alright, sounds like a good plan. Go get him, Tiger. And that's where we are now. So, over here is our assassination target. But I'm not going to go straight there right away. There's some side objectives and thing here. Let's see what's going on with that.
Stealing my presents? That will cost you your life.
Here's our bad guys.
Die, thief.
I'm going to try to save that lady. Also, it's been like forever since I played this game, so I don't even... You can't even... This game doesn't even have like aerial assassinations. You have to get like way closer to them to do it. So, let's just see what happens. Oh god. So in the top left, you see there that I'm visible now.
No reason to stand here. Leave.
And you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's take out this guy. Actually, that did not work. Oh god.
You wish to die? So be it. How can one expect to defeat you?
How do I counter? I might not be able to counter. So in this game, you don't actually get the ability to like do the counter kills until a lot later. But if you just kind of mash X.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but you've already gone.
Yeah, I can't counter yet. Oh god. Oh. Yeah, so I just gotta have to... You just kind of take him out. Oh god, Altair, no. Ooh. We run. We run. Memory update failed. To reinitialize, vanish if you're exposed and then try again. So you can't just blend into any crowd in this game. You have to blend into people who look like you. You have to find people who look like you. And you can go to this wide camera sort of mode here. It's like kind of see how many people are chasing you. Alright, so now it's flashing yellow, which means I broke line of sight. Ladder Altair. And it's flashing red in the top left, which means I'm invisible. But, here we go. Classic. Okay, oh wow, that guy's right there.
You can't hide forever.
And there we have it, the classic. Yeah, so, I don't want to explain too much of the story right now, or the direct plot for Altair. Basically, he did a big oopsie-whoopsie, and he got stripped of all of his rank, which for some reason took away his basic combat abilities as well. You can't counter-kill at this point in the game. Basically, after every assassination you do, you, oh, what? That was weird. Jeez. After every assassination you do, you unlock, like, a new skill or a new upgrade. And I think after this... Oh, that's... doing it again.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Where are you?
Somebody help me!
Help me, somebody help me.
Want something?
Oh.
Die, thief! I'll have your head!
I can't assassinate him.
This won't be too
Let's try this again. Let's get swing. I did it!
Came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Where is the one responsible?
So now that I saved that person, I unlocked this group of guys here. And these guys are vigilantes, so these see that like weird icon in the bottom right now? That's like the 4 things. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh god. They will basically interfere with guards attacking you. So like if you're being chased by guards, you can find a group of them, and then they will help you out. So let's get a viewpoint to unlock some of the map. The viewpoints in this game are, you know, same as everything else. They've never changed too much. Obviously climbing is a lot slower in the older AC games, because they're a little more grounded in reality. Who's responsible for this? Alright, here we be. What city are we in? We're in Damascus, I believe. You can tell from the palm trees. Where are we? Yeah, right in the bottom left, Damascus. This game has 3 cities. It has Damascus, it has Jerusalem, and it has Acre. So it's the 2 main factions of the Crusaders, the Saracens, and the
Won't anyone help me?
and
Die, thief!
yeah, and then there's a 3rd city which is just kind of there.
Familiar. Die!
Ah, I got one of them. Cool.
This won't be too difficult.
James Todd, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
These camera angles, wow. And so something that's very oh god. That's not, oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
You cannot escape!
What was that move? They're calling me an infidel despite the fact that my character is literally a Muslim. Or, I mean, I don't think Altair himself is strictly Muslim, but... Oh, so do you see those guys down there? Those guys in white? Those are the only guys you can actually, like, actually blend in with. Because historically, there were actual assassins who would dress kind of like monks. So you can do this. And I'm just holding A right now. I'm not even moving the stick or anything. And you just do this. And you cruise with them. And no one knows. No one knows the wiser. It's funny that none of them go like, hey, who are you? What is this? They're just so devout to their religion that they're like, alright, join us, brother, or something. So what if you have a sword on your back or whatever? Nice. I love all the screams. Oh wait, who saw me? Oh, this one. Oh, I don't even have... Like, so things that are just basic controls in later Assassin's Creed games are, like, unlockables in this. So, all the things that I'm expecting to be able to do, like, pushing... So, like, what you can do in other games is you can run slightly slower, but it lets you, like, get through, crowds, you know? So here's a normal run. Here's a sprint. But what you can do later is if you hold... Is if you, hold B, you, the heck? What was that? I love that. That was cool. You hold B, you run kind of slow, but you will, like, automatically push people out of the way. That's just, but in this, I don't have that unlocked yet. Seemingly. Alright, well let's try to take out our assassination target. We've already gathered intel on him. Now we're gonna make the move. Wait, what? Who sees me? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I did this already. I just didn't save for some reason.
I'm poor and sick and hungry.
So what's interesting about this game is that there's no ancestors' memory synchronized. Now recording. That interesting. Now what's going on? Where's our target? You hear that annoying beggar down there? Oh, can you please spare something? Blah, blah, blah. See, can I like can't really move.
I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Oh. That's not where I want it to be.
I have no interest in your calculations. The numbers change nothing. Your men have failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed
So
now.
right now the
I
cutscenes
see
are
no
from like my
solution.
perspective,
The
you
men
know,
work
I'll tell you
day
if
and
they're in the
night, but
bottom,
your
and we're just kind of
life
watching it.
requires so
But when the
much,
screen
and
kind of
the
like
destination,
flickers,
it is
you
a
can press
difficult
any
route.
button and
Would
it'll go
that
to a
you could
cinematic
produce
view,
weapons
and
with
that's
the
called
same
an
skill
animus
as you
glitch.
produce
So which is cool, because they
I
explain
have done all I
cutscenes
can.
as just weird
It is not
glitches.
enough.
Whereas
Then
in every
perhaps you
subsequent
ask
game, they
too
just do
much.
normal cinematic
much?
cutscenes. Where
I
in this,
gave
if you
you
don't like
everything.
purposefully interact
Without
with the
me,
glitches,
you
all the
would still be
cutscenes
charming
are just
serpents for
from
coin.
shot from
All I
over the
ask
angle of
in
our
return
player's
was
shoulder.
you fill
So yeah, I
the
hit the button
orders I
again, and
bring
now
you.
we're doing the cinematic.
And you say I
thing.
ask too much? You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
No! Stop!
Ooh, wow!
Stop.
Just killed him and stabbed him in
I'm
front of him.
just getting started.
No! Stop!
What a mean man.
You came into my souk, stood before my men, and dared to insult me? Must learn your place! No.
Alright, and so now he's gonna proceed to walk around and just yell at people.
Let this be a lesson to the rest of you.
And I'm not muted, right? Everyone
Think
can
it
hear me.
twice before you
Just
tell me
double-checking.
something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
Oh, my ear's so itchy.
I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. A few coins.
Wait, do I
All
need
I
it?
ask is for a few
Absolutely.
coins.
Where did you learn your
Don't
craft?
have any money.
No, I'm not.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? I beg of you. I beg of you.
Alright, whatever.
Just a few
Alright, so let's take this guy out. So,
No, you don't
use our
understand. I
evil
have
vision to
nothing.
find
Try
him.
again.
Okay, look at this lady.
Just as poorly, it be you gets melted down.
There is our
Just a little money,
target.
I beg of you.
There.
Please, can't
He appears
you
as
spare
gold.
something? I'm poor and
Oh,
sick
he's
and
right there.
hungry.
Alright,
No, you don't
So,
understand. I have nothing.
he's gonna go for it.
You begged me. Be at
And then
peace.
this happens.
You'll pay for this. You and all your kind.
It seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why me, when so many others do the same?
You believe yourself different then?
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers.
But he thinks I act alone. I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride.
Edgy.
It will destroy you, child.
That's what the feather is used for. And now we run. Yep.
Over here! Look out! You will not get away from me!
Okay, or climb faster, please. Oh god, they threw rocks at me. Wait, whoa.
Pathetic! You cannot run from
Oh god. In real life, assassins often would not run after killing their targets. They would like either go down fighting or just kill themselves right after. Oh, here we are. Look at this. That's what it's all about.
He just disappeared.
Alright, so see that top left, how it's flashing green with the Abstergo logo? That means we are now anonymous. Oh god, but... I mean, someone's looking at us. Who's looking at us right now? So if I just walk, it's like suspicious. Oh, yeah, he got me because I slightly bumped into him. But so what's funny is basically, in this game, it's hold A to walk slower and blend. And then in all the subsequent games, it's hold A to walk faster. So they just went the other direction with that. Oh, here we are. Now this will work for sure. Just, hey, he's sitting on a bench, he's invisible. Oh, there he is. So this game doesn't have any, like, special assassinations at all, where, like, you can't kill people from hiding spots, you can't, like, really do aerial assassinations unless you're, like really close above them. But so our best bet to get back to the Bureau undetected is to go by the rooftops. There's some guards there. And like guards and things don't appear on the minimap. The minimap just shows like, I mean, the map's really weird in this game. So we're trying to get down here. Excuse me. Up here. The only thing we have to worry about here is archers. Oh god, please. Oh. Look, did you see that leg? Oh, it's not as funny as I thought it was. Can I not, like... Whoop. There we go. Alright, come on, help me out here, Altair. What makes this jump? Nope. Come on. You know what, fine, I'll just do that. Wasn't meant to be. Yes, I mean, not from necessarily from the height that they do it in some of the games, but in general, like, there's nothing wrong with jumping down and knifing someone. Like, here, look, wow, like, from this height, it wouldn't be that crazy to jump down on someone and take them out. Oh, so something that they had in the earlier Assassin's Creed games that they just completely removed later on for some reason is if you come to a ledge and just stand, you can do this and look down. This is just automatic. I know that you can do this in 1 and 2, and I don't remember where they took it out. I think they took it out in Assassin's Creed 3. I think like 3 rolled around. I don't even know what to do with that. Can I click on the message and like ban them? Click! Crap! I clicked on the link! No, your second message of all those emojis bumped it up. So instead of clicking like on the name, I clicked on the link. You just kill. Okay, let's walk. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, so the reason I don't know why they removed it, because it's not like it's a control. It's not like there's a button I'm pressing to do this. It's just when I walk up to a ledge, I start doing this, and it's kind of cool, and I can, you know, go into first person. So yeah, so Eagle Vision in the earlier games isn't, or actually it's only in this game it's first person. What's interesting about it is that you can only do it when your health is full. If you go into Eagle Vision, I think if your health isn't full, it just takes you into like a regular first person mode, which is kind of pointless. But actually use Eagle Vision. No, I'm not. Well, oh yeah, you can just set me as a mod. Nice power attempt, Lar. I know your ulterior motives. Well, just set me as a mod. Alright, so that person they can... The funny thing is, obviously, since this is like a side activity, they'll be harassing her forever. She'll be safe until whenever I decide to save her, she'll be fine. There's actually there's a Transformers Easter egg in the game. There's, so you see like this window here that, like, down here? I'm gonna climb down slightly. There is a series of windows and like wood and stuff that looks exactly like Optimus Prime. I should try to find, I don't even know what city it's in. I mean, I could look it up. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. After I return to the Bureau, if it's in Damascus, I'll look for it, because that's where, can I please drop and get this flag? So the flags in this game, they are scattered all over the place, and there's like literally hundreds of them. And they don't unlock a single thing in-game. They're just for an achievement. You know, I hate that kind of... I love it when collectibles in a game actually unlock something. Like in Assassin's Creed 2, if you collect all the feathers, you unlock a special thing that makes it so that you don't gain any notoriety in any cities, which is cool. Like, throughout just normally playing the game, you get different cosmetic or capes that make it so you don't gain notoriety in one city, and so every time you go to a new city, you have to like swap it out if you don't want to gain notoriety. But then if you collect all the collectibles, you get one, just a universal one. You know, I like stuff like that, where it actually, you know, it actually gives you something. But in this, nope. Like in, this is a random example, but in the game Alien Isolation, it does the same thing, where there's all these name tags of all the missing people on the space station. What the hell? And it's like, oh, does this unlock anything? Oh wait, I could have done an aerial from here, wait. Who was it? Assassinate who? That was an assassination if I've ever seen one. I just kind of... Yeah, so you can do assassinations, aerial assassinations. You have to be really low. Altair's like afraid of jumping or something. Yeah. No, Assassin's Creed, this game is really bad. Especially, so the game has... So there's the three cities. There's like your base in Masyaf, and then there's an overworld called the Kingdom, which connects the three cities. And the Kingdom, there's nothing really there. There's no missions there, it's just a place for you to travel through when you go between the cities. Because this game doesn't have any fast travel whatsoever. That's fine, give me 80%, just say what you're gonna say next. And the Kingdom is just littered with flags. And it's weird because, the Kingdom is kind of pointless. It's like, so when you leave a city, you go into the Kingdom, you go through the Kingdom, you go to the next city. As opposed to just like when you leave the city, just letting you go to the next city. Yeah, that'd be cool, some ARG sort of stuff. But, that's what they do in that's what I think. I don't remember if Assassin's Creed 2 has a quote-unquote kingdom. The next two games are just set place in one big city each. But Assassin's Creed 3 finally comes around, and its version of the kingdom is called the Frontier, and there actually is a lot of missions and stuff there. I think like roughly a third of the game's main story content takes place in the frontier between the cities. But whatever, let's go back to our bureau, and what the heck? Jesus, some of the... Altair is a strange man. The strangest thing about Altair here is not only does he have the same face as Desmond, if you didn't remember, Desmond, the real-life modern-day protagonist, he has the same face as Altair. Well, yeah, I think if I just press B. Oh, so since I'm in the bureau right now, I can't do anything. But yeah, B is grab. Wait, can I come out? Oh no. So B, when you B by its default is gentle push. So if there's large crowds, if you try to get through a large crowd and bump into people, they might be like, "Hey, get out of here, man," and that might draw attention to you. But if you hold B, you'll just kind of gently push through them, and they won't say anything. But I think if I hold right trigger and hit, yeah, there we go. That's the. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, when I say get out of here, I mean let's get in here.
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
And so they bring him a feather with the
other
victim's
assassins
blood on it
continue
as
to hold you in
proof.
such poor regard.
And what's interesting is
I do
that
not
that
care
whole
what the
feather
others think of
tradition
me.
gets forgotten completely until 2015
As you wish,
when
Altair.
Assassin's Creed
You should bring
Syndicate
news of your
comes out.
victory to Al-Malak.
And chronologically,
I'm certain
Assassin's
there's
Creed
more work for you to
Syndicate
do.
is the most recent AC game.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
It takes place in 1868. All the other AC games take place prior to that. And so it's fun. It's just kind of interesting. It's like in the game that takes place in the most, like, closest to modern day is when they oh, what the heck? When they finally bring back the feather thing. Oh, what the heck?
Out of the machine, Mr. Miles.
What's the matter, Doc?
Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
Alright. So, something that we'll touch on later is, so Desmond is Subject 17. Subject 16, the guy they had just before this, they had him in the Animus for like 10 plus hours at a time, and it kind of drove him crazy. And a whole bunch of nonsense happened with Subject 16. Subject 16 becomes a much more important part of the game over the course of the next two games. He's immediately forgotten after that, unfortunately. But Subject 16 becomes a pretty big deal later on. Like I said, we're Subject 17, and we don't want, or Lucy right here, she doesn't want what happened to him to happen to us, so she's like, ugh.
So, feel like telling me who put the stick up his ass?
We have a deadline. 1 week. Well, 6 days now.
Deadline?
I can't talk about it.
Man, put yourself in my shoes. I'm being held hostage by a group of scientists, at least I think you're scientists, and forced to spend all day in some crazy-ass machine. You won't tell me what you're looking for or why you want it, but I'm supposed to be thanking you for keeping me alive. This is so fucked. Sorry, but it is.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see, I don't know. Maybe give me some answers?
I can't. And it's better this way.
How is his
Safer.
hood,
Safer
like,
for who?
Both of us.
cocked like that? Can I keep talking to her?
Hey, you know what? I've got a question I think you can actually answer.
What's up?
Why is it that sometimes the guys in there talk like they're from the future?
The future?
I mean the present. Now, today, whatever.
You've probably noticed that English has become the official language of the Holy Land.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Animus is translating speech it deems vital into more modern English, so expect a few anachronisms. I could probably make it more authentic, but... You ever read Chaucer?
Who?
Yeah, definitely not for you.
Imagine having a pen that has a glowing... I don't know if you guys can even tell. Yeah, you should be able to. the blinking green light on her pen.
Can you tell me more about Abstergo? What goes on here? Beyond the whole keeping me prisoner thing.
Abstergo is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Their primary focus is antidepressants. There's some information on the computer over there.
But you already said
Antidepressants.
this isn't about testing a drug. So what's the deal?
I don't like where this is going.
So it's safe to assume the Animus is not a part of their public face.
What, you haven't seen the commercials?
Oh my god. She has a sense of humor.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I've got a lot of work to do.
Cringe.
Like I said, if you want to know more about the company, take a look at the computer. The telecommunications stuff is particularly interesting.
Telecommunications. So the entire first time that I played this game, I did not know that you could interact with this little computer here. My entire first playthrough, I had no idea. I don't want to waste too much time reading lore, because this series isn't really about the games themselves. It's about comparing and contrasting, kind of more of a showcase. But yeah. Let's see, is there anything else I can do out here? I've played this before, on this playthrough, so for some reason it didn't save. I'm replaying stuff. Can I do anything with Vidic's laptop? Looks not like it. Why is it so bright outside? Like, this isn't normal. Desmond, can you move any faster? No? Cool, okay. Fuck me. So this whole room looks like a massive supercomputer, right? It's just like, what's all going on in here? But then I guess, like, rendering genetic memories into a 3D virtual simulation takes a lot. I love how I have this is like a queen or a king size bed just for me. Oh wait, I can actually. Oh yeah, it'll go night night. Oh, is this like a save? This better be a save. Oh God.
Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
Hello? Alrighty, we back in it. I hope there wasn't anything I missed there. Wait, what's this? Come on, come on,
Man,
come on.
I can't even change my clothes.
Wait, why do they why would that be the complaint to have? Well, I can't even change my clothes. They got our shower situation. Alright. So okay, good. We do have toilet paper on rolls. I thought it was just like, they just gave me an octagon of toilet paper. But no, they got the whole setup. Raise your hand in chat if you have a chair in the bathroom. No mirror. Smart for them, because punch a mirror, now you have a whole bunch of sharp things to poke people with. Got some towel. What's going on here? What is that? It looks like is that a jewel? Does Desmond vape? Holy shit. Vape Nation. Desmond Miles. Vape Nation. Alright, let's get back to the actual game. What is this room? Like,
don't worry, she'll be with us soon enough.
So why are you doing all this, Doc? What are you hoping to accomplish?
You turned the television on lately? Read the newspaper?
Never cared much for that stuff.
Then, let me sum it up for you. The world's a mess. It's pathetic, really.
1 second. Why are there no options from here? I have to get into the Animus to do
You've
options.
seen it firsthand yourself. 1,000 years between you and your ancestor, and society remains just as barbaric, just as stupid.
And your point is?
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs
order.
That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve.
You expect me to believe you're building a better tomorrow?
That's exactly what we're doing. The human race calls out for direction. They want to know why they're here, what they're meant to do. Well, we're going to tell them. And once they understand how to live their lives, everything will be better.
Better how?
An end to all conflicts, large and small. Isn't that what you assassins strive for? Peace in all things?
I told you, I'm not an assassin.
Right. Right.
I still don't see where I fit into things.
In time, Mr. Miles. In time, you'll understand. Or you won't. I don't care either way, as long as you show us where it is.
Where what is?
Sorry I'm late. Ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Cool beans. Let's jump back in. Can I talk to her? The movement in this game is so weird. Like I'm spinning the left stick in her. Okay, that's good. Alright, we going back in. I wonder if the Animus is comfy. Thanks for putting your logo everywhere. Okay, how are there no subtitles? I'm actually gonna Google this and okay, let me see. ECSS.
Whenever you're ready, just select the memory you'd like to visit.
Read one subtitles. What? The game on all platforms does not have subtitles. Those ableist fucks. This game was released in 2007. Like, this is actual ableism. Subtitles, that's been a thing forever. Games with subtitles, all the way back, games in the 1990s, 80s, those subtitles were a thing. How did they? I know, right, Gabby? I feel like it's not even ableist. It is, but it's just stupid. It's just stupid, straight up. Alright, let's keep going. Let's continue. Let's jump back in. Back to the Third Crusade.
When you are exposed, use sharp turns or climb over buildings to break your pursuer's line of sight.
But I do know for a fact that every other game in this series...
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes.
Tamir spoke as if he knew you well. He implied my work had a larger meaning.
Significance comes
Honestly,
not
this
from
is,
a single act, but the context within which it is performed. The consequences born of it.
But
is there more I need to know?
The
Altair,
purpose of these streams isn't really to talk about the story of these games too much, because these games are so old. If you don't know the story by now, you probably never will. I'm not doing a full playthrough.
I see.
So I'm not too worried about
and it will remain this way until you've learned your lesson.
Talking over them.
Still, you have performed competently, and as such I restore a rank and will return a piece of your equipment. Go now, either to Akka or Jerusalem. There are men in both cities who require your attention. The Bureau leaders can tell you more about what needs to be done.
Alright. Laura meet Gabby, Gabby meet Laura. Alrighty, so after doing that mission, I got more health and I got a new weapon. I got the short blade. The short blade is really cool because the short blade is a much more defensive weapon. It doesn't deal nearly as much damage as the normal sword that I have in my hip here, but it's much more agile and quick and better for countering enemy attacks.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is.
Okay, sure. I'll put volume down. It's really annoying that there isn't a master volume, but I'm just gonna put everything down by one again. Let me go. What? Desmond just spoke. Did you hear that? He said, "Oh, they'll never let me go." Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this game is really weird when it comes to options. From the main menu, before you're even, loaded into the game, the only options, I think, were, these. Or no, I think it was just sound, or something. It was what's the point? Alright, let's see what's going on.
To wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Do you see that oh, he can't. Okay, it's too late. These... Counter... Okay, so cool, I got the counterattack. So the counterattack is a very, staple part of the combat in Assassin's Creed. In this game, it's an unlocked ability that I got just now, but in all the other games, it's like the main sort of...
And that, my students,
it's the main sort of thing. Alright, cool. Am I done? Please? Sick. Exit tutorial. Yes, God, please. You don't need that many confirmations to get out of this hellhole. Alright, where are we going? Objectives. What? All elements? Wait. Get me out of hell. And yes, I just did that. Thank you for the information. Oh yeah, and Gabby, what you're saying about the outfits, earlier what I was going to say is that, you know, fashion departments, they want to sell men just suits and button-down shirts and jeans and skinny jeans and slacks. But what men really want is this right here. Alrighty. So when you see... The funny thing about these games is when you see pigeons... Pigeons... I don't even know if pigeons are native to this part of the world. When you see pigeons and this pigeon residue, it means you can do this. Because there's some sort of satanic bond between pigeons and stacks of hay that resemble a two-humped camel. Back. Alright, let's get back to the kingdom. How do you even... Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Alrighty, let's run. Let us run. Yeah, so like I said, this game doesn't have any fast travel, so after every, like, mission, you come back here, right, and talk to your master. You have to just sprint. Oh, okay, wait, here we go. Alright, what horse do I take? Black for contrast? Or white for uniformity? No, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Whee! Who knew the Holy Land had this much geography? Wait. This is a... yeah. Well, you can even make it cooler by... Ah! Alrighty, here we are. Wait, what the hell? I thought it was gonna give me a chance to choose where to go
gain a bird's eye view of your surroundings. Tall buildings can be used to orient yourself.
Oh, it just cuts off. She's like, tall buildings can be used to blip. And then, alright, so now we're in the kingdom. And this is just a awful filler map. It's not actually that big, but it feels that big because there's just literally nothing here. Anyway, so we can go to, in the top right you can see, we can go to Acre or Jerusalem. Let's do Jerusalem. No one knows what Acre is. Everyone knows what Jerusalem is. Someday we'll get there. Honestly, just go like to the bathroom or get a drink of water or something right now. The kingdom in this game sucks. Just And, Gabby, you weren't here earlier when I explained, but this game has just a million collectibles. There are these little, just random floating flags all over the place. And this kingdom, so, so the game has 3 main cities, but between it there's this, kingdom. Which is just here. Okay, so, Jerusalem. Oh, God. Oh, help. Help. Oh, God. I went the wrong way. Just spare me. How do I get? Wait, what's it say? Damascus? No, not Damascus. No, you collect all the flags, and the game just tells you, "Good job, you've collected all the flags." But there's like, I think that in the whole game, there's like. There's like, I swear, 200 of them. Well, we'll be going over Brotherhood tomorrow. Oh, and so if you can't even tell, but like, look how convoluted, like, some of the, like, this is not, I did not mean to, it looks like this just goes around to here and that's a dead end. So, like, that is not a map. So not only is the, kingdom, oh god, and here they all are. Oh god. Oh. Taking this horse now. Wait, what? So not only is the kingdom, like, pointless, but it's, like, extremely annoying to navigate. Literally, where do I have to, like, do a hard right, and I think I have to go down this path. Yeah, I can see it. It's, like, a faint path like that, down to... Wait, I'm going trying to go to Jerusalem. Crap. I'm going the wrong way the whole time. Okay, let's go. Knock, okay. Yeah, the flags don't do anything. It's just, hooray, collect all the flags. In the later games, the collectibles actually unlock things. Like in the games that, in the pirate Assassin's Creed, there's sea shanties that you collect, and it unlocks these songs for your crew to sing while you're at sea, which is really cool, you know? They have everything from all the classics like, what do you do with a drunken sailor, to, the things that, like, the really obscure stuff. Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders to sail for old borders, and we really hope we'll see fair ladies again. Turn the volume up 10 times. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. Okay, I'm done. Okay, am I going the right way? Jeez, please help me. Why is my sword still out? In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the Greek one, where naval combat comes back, they have new shanties, and they're not unlocked. Like, you just have them all from the start, and there's not as many as there were in the previous ones, but they are sung in Greek, which is cool. Because, who knew Greek sea shanties were a thing? Okay, can I literally put my sword away? Because I feel like... Oh, okay. Alright, well, at least I have counterattack back. Yeah, run away. So, the hidden blade in this game... So, okay, first off, counterattacks don't instantly kill enemies in this. There's a counter. Sometimes you'll just kind of like stun them, or sometimes they'll even counter you back, and you'll be a net loss. Whereas the hidden blade, if you use the hidden blade to counter in this, so you can't attack with the hidden blade. You can't even block with the hidden blade. You just kind of stand there. But you can counter with it, and if you counter with the hidden blade, it's guaranteed kill. Cool. But it's kind of lame how you can't even, like, it should be like, you can at least, like, fist fight with it, you know, because fists and hidden blade are kind of technically the same thing until you lick your wrist. But please let me get a Jerusalem. Please let me get to close. But where is it? Is it like, what the heck? What is this?
Don't lose him! Over here!
Yes, yes, yes. Please help. So, Laura, I'm sure you know you played the most recent AC game, Odyssey, a whole bunch, almost as much as I did. I'm sure the biggest difference I feel like between that game and this game is the fact that there's no loot at all whatsoever in any capacity. There's no money, there's no resources. You know, so the gear stuff, like getting new swords and weapons off of enemies or whatever, that's pretty recent. But just the fact that, you know, there's not even any money in this game. Alrighty, thank God. I think I'm here. Yes, finally. Alright. I wouldn't say it's unsatisfying. It's just so. It's a very different approach to the general game design. Because you don't have to worry about it. You just kind of go through it. All right, let's see Jerusalem. Look how green it is here. Wow, compared to previous area. Oh, look at all these people getting out. There we are, Jerusalem, circa 1191. And yes. So, fun fact, I don't know if you could tell, or once I get in there, you'll see. Oh yeah, so funny thing in this game, just getting into the cities is kind of tricky. We have to find a way to get past these 4 guards. How could we do it? I think we go around like this. Hello?
Why would anyone do that?
And we seem to be in.
Food is scarce, money tight.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Oh, hello.
Courage to seize them.
Archers are annoying.
Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love. Work hard.
Oh wait, who are you? What is? Oh, what?
No reason for doing
Is that man?
Talal understands your pain. What you lack, he will provide. All that is asked is an honest day's work. A small sacrifice.
I want to try to find some high points to see what the city looks like from above. So yeah, I'll save the citizen eventually. Alright, looks like there's one right around the corner. Okay, yeah. So Lara, you remember what climbing is like in the other games? In this, I can't even make it up this.
You are not supposed to be here, thieves.
You are not supposed to be here. Yeah, sue me. Please. There's no money in this game anyway for me to take. Okay, so over there, you can see that there's a huge mosque that the dome is plated in gold.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
And turns out that in real life, that mosque in Jerusalem was not plated gold for like another 100 or so years. Oh hey, there's one of those flags. Whee. 1 out of 100 Jerusalem crosses. Oh, wait, crap. Okay, probably shouldn't go that way. Yeah, like, jeez. I'm gonna look up real quick where the Optimus Prime Easter egg is. It's in Oh wow, okay, so it's in Damascus and Acre, the two other cities that I'm not in. But the wiki does not say where in those cities they are, so I am not going to spend time looking for them. I'm already at an hour, which I was gonna plan to not be showcasing this game anymore. We've got some time. What am I supposed to do? Actually, I have to make some investigations. Oh yeah, so like these women here who are carrying buckets on their head, or pots on their head, if you even just slightly bump into them, they'll drop them and gather attention. But if you hold B and do gentle push, then you're good. You can do that. And it's all good. So you have to remember when you're in crowds, you don't want attention, hold B.
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that!
Oh, let's yes.
Running! You cannot escape! Yes, but stand no chance. God is on my side.
Got him. Got him. Did not got him. Hit him, boy. Come on. There we go.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Who did this?
And we unlock some vigilantes. Alright, so let's spend a little time to show what the actual activities are. Thing I gotta do is climb this viewpoint, and I'll unlock like a vision of the map, which will show me where the things are. Because knowing where the things are, that's all that matters. Ladders are if you want to be able to climb around without being conspicuous. Even climb that. Okay, I see.
You won't be disappointed. Talal understands your pain. What you lack, he will provide. All that is asked is an honest day's work. A small sacrifice for great reward.
You know, Assassin's Creed really was wild to have you play as a Muslim character who slaughters tons of Christians. I mean, so you kill on both sides, you know, because technically you're neutral. You know, you're not really Muslim, you're just Middle Eastern. But still have a Middle Eastern character who kills tons of Christians. It was pretty wild. It was kind of wild for 2007, you know, because it wasn't that far after 9/11, you know. Well, so against evil, it's not necessarily. The funny thing about this game is, you didn't really get it too much from that one character that we did, but every time you assassinate a character, you talk to them. And in this game in particular, a large part of this game is sympathizing with your victims. Because yes, most of your targets are bad. They're not good. They're bad, but they're not evil. Yeah, they're not doing they're not nice. But when you actually, by the time they're done explaining themselves, you're like, oh, wait a minute. They're not they have a point, basically. You're like, crap. Yeah, that guy was a huge jerk, and he obviously shouldn't have killed that man cold-blooded, but when you hear what he was actually, up to, you're like, hang on. He, sounds like he actually was kind of basically that's the one thing about this game. So in the subsequent Assassin's Creed games, the bad guys just kind of turn into mustache twirling cartoon villains who are, their whole motivation is, oh, we want power, you know. They're just power hungry, basically. Whereas in this first game, you know, the very first Assassin's Creed, they're meanies, they're bullies, they're buttheads, they're whatever, but their motivations, when you boil down to it, they seem like they have a genuine interest in trying to better society. They're just doing it in a way that is unpleasant, you know, but they, at least from their perspective, they truly believe that they are doing the right thing. They're like, they're basically like, I'm sorry that you don't like my methods, but what are you doing to improve society? You're just killing us. You're not actually, there we go. They're like, what are you trying to do to improve things? Do you have a better idea? Tell me if you have a better idea. We'd love to know. But in the unless you got something better, we're gonna do it this way. Anyway, let's see if we can knock out an assassination. Just one more. I know we're over time, but whatever. Time isn't real. Not in the quarantine. Alright, so let's find our assassin bureau, meet with him, and get permission to begin investigating our target. Yeah, and so for a really long time, Assassin's Creed, it drops the kind of the moral gray areas and just makes it Templars bad, Assassins good. And it doesn't really get... So in Assassin's Creed Unity, which comes out in 2014, which takes place during the French Revolution, that game takes a very unique look at the Assassin versus Templar war, where basically I mean, I don't want to talk too much about a different game that we're going to get to in a few days, but the short story is that in Assassin's Creed Unity, both the leaders of the Templars and Assassins were actually starting to... They were basically willing to sit down and actually talk things out and end the secret crusade that has been going on for thousands of years. But then underlings in both factions thought that their leaders had gone soft, and they thought that peace was impossible, so they kill their own leaders and frame the other side in order to keep the war going. Not to, like, you know, they're not trying to, like, perpetrate the war for its own sake. They just they thought that trying to reach peace, that they would get backstabbed by the other side. They thought that if they had let their guards down, so they tried to... They didn't want peace negotiations to happen, because they thought that the second they signed a deal or something, or a treaty, or a ceasefire, or whatever you want to call it, the second they did that, they would just get betrayed by the other. And that was happening on both sides, of the Assassins and the Templars, during the French Revolution. Which was an interesting take, because it turns out that the main, like, you know, it was just a different direction that the story went, as opposed to the normal just, oh, we're the bad guys, we're trying to enslave humanity, and, oh, we're the good guys, we're trying to stop them. Anyway, let's see what's going on in here.
Safety and peace, Malik.
Your presence here deprives me of both. What do you want?
Al-Muallim has asked.
Asked that you perform some menial task in an effort to redeem yourself. So be out with it.
Tell me what you can about the one they call Talal.
It is your duty to locate and assassinate the man, Altair, not mine.
You'd do well to assist me. His death benefits the entire land.
Do you deny his death
benefits
you as well?
I was talking about
such things do not concern you.
Your actions very much concern me.
Then don't help me. I'll find him myself.
So this guy actually here, who we're talking
it won't do having you stumble about the city like a blind man.
He was with us in the first mission of the game, where we kind of left him for dead.
Places.
And he can't tell this moment, but he lost his left arm
to the north,
fighting his way out, where we just kind of left him.
East in front of Saint Anne's
and
Church,
he's pretty pissed.
Close to the Babari.
But we like
everything.
We
It's enough to get you
justifiably
started.
left him for
More
dead.
than you
We were
deserve.
super outnumbered, and we got separated. We were really outnumbered by the enemy, and we got separated, so we just kind of ran, because we're like, what could we possibly do? We thought, like, there was, like, almost no chance that he was gonna make it out of there, but he did, because he's just that good, and he comes back, and he's like, I got out, bitch. Why is it still flashing? Okay, so I have to do... I have to do 2 investigations, but there are 6 available. So each investigation I do will give me information about my target. And see these eagle things? These are viewpoints, and each one will basically... So you see here how the map, it actually like, shows the map. When I do these viewpoints, it will actually unlock that part of the map. So here is one investigation where you interrogate people. The interrogations are actually pretty funny, so I'm going to do this one for sure. Altair takes a very pragmatic approach to his investigations, or his interrogations rather. Okay, where are we going? Let's go on the ground level. So like obviously the running around on rooftops is the optimal way to do things, but when you're on the ground level, that's where you actually get to see the city. As I say that, I go back up to the rooftops. What I do really like is that they pronounce Saladin correctly. You know, because the word is spelled very closely to Aladdin, so a lot of people mispronounce it as Saladin. But in this game, they did their research and they have it pronounced correctly as Saladin. Whee. The big rotating camera.
Fires of war consume the land.
Oof.
Thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems that
Alright, where be the interrogation target?
I have many things,
A flag, yes, in the bush.
Any man willing to work can have his due. Come, speak with me. Let me tell
Here
you
we
what Talal
go.
can offer. The comfort
This guy
of a fine
here.
life can be yours.
I beg of you, just
These are troubled times in which we live. Food is scarce, money tight, but it need not be this way.
Lock onto the right guy, please.
There are opportunities
Please.
for those
There.
with the courage to seize them. Who knows what the future holds? What tragedies tomorrow may bring? Defend against an uncertain future. Protect the ones you love.
That man on the left,
Work
right over
hard,
my
and
shoulder,
you will be rewarded. Talal
his
provides.
sword does not have a sheath and he's just gripping that blade. I think Altair, my character, is the only man with a sheath for his in the entire franchise. Because from Assassin's Creed 2 onwards, every character, including your own, just carries their blade just open. They don't cover it in anything. Crap.
I have nothing
It's
to
so
say
dumb.
to you.
Okay, here we are.
Speak to me or speak to God. It's your choice.
You won't stop the work he does. Cannot stop it.
Stop what? What work?
He prepares them for the journey.
Journey where?
They are held in his warehouse. And when the time comes, they are sent to Akka.
Where's this warehouse? And why Akka?
Talal tells me what I need to know. Nothing more. It is safer that way.
For him, perhaps. Though not, I fear, for you.
Oh, I love it. After interrogating every target, Altair just kills them. Instantly. It's so good. Altair just doesn't give a shit. That is just good stuff. Altair, I think, is the only protagonist who does that, you know? Because in every other Assassin's Creed game, they're like, oh, you play as a good guy, you know? He doesn't hurt innocents or whatever. Whereas this game starts off with Altair just straight up killing an innocent man because they don't want any witnesses. And Altair gets killed out for that. That's part of the reason why he gets punished in the beginning and loses his rank and has to re-earn everything. But, not so much in this game in particular, but in the other material around Assassin's Creed 1 and Altair, like the post stuff from, like, you know, because the game has books and comic books and, like, other expanded material. But Altair, his general story comes from being... So, like, he's extremely skilled, so he becomes, like, really arrogant, and he's like, I'm too good for the rules. And that's where we are at the beginning of the game. And it's kind of like he gets caught, and then he gets humbled, and then throughout the game he ends up like wisening up, and he ends up becoming one of the best, like, wisest protagonist assassins in the story. Because I think he's like only like 20 at this point in the game, so of course he's a hot-headed jerk.
What's he doing that for? Why would anyone want...
What's he doing that for?
What is that man doing?
Come on, you can climb that. You kidding me? There we go. Alright, so yeah, so this mosque here, it's gold-plated, I believe. Yeah, it's gold-plated like this. But in real life, it was like 150, 200 plus years before that actually happened. What? Okay, let me go around. Hello, bird. Wait, where's the... How do I... Get up? Hello? Please? Where's the... Oh, just right here. Okay. And it's not even like a thing for me to jump into, it's just... Now what's going on down here? So I only have to do 2. I could do 6, but I'm just gonna just die. Ow. Let's just do the 2 and then...
Please, you must help me. I'll pay you anything you ask, anything.
It's not so simple, my friend.
But it is. I know all his tricks. He's a coward, not a fighter. He'll run at the first sign of trouble. Take this map. It'll show you where he likes to hide.
You don't understand.
Oh, I understand. You are afraid. You call yourself a warrior, but a single slave trader fills you with fear.
Fear? Nothing of the sort.
Then what?
It would be bad business on my part, seeing as I already work for him.
You?
So, now you understand? Go. Leave now and I'll forget we had this conversation.
There we go. Now we pickpocket. There we go. I love how he immediately notices, but like doesn't do anything about it. What's that? Informer. Okay, might as well. Seems to be just around the corner. As soon as this one is done, though, I'll actually do the assassination mission. Oh, this guy's actually, he's a fellow assassin, sort of. Can I speak to you? Oh.
Is this the great Altair before me? What an honor.
Oh my
you must
god,
be here for
it's
a very important
race.
mission. Maybe I could help you. I have been eavesdropping and I have learned much. However, I have erred. I had some Massif flags to deliver to the Bureau leader, but I lost them when attacked by thugs. Could you find them for me? I must be back to my mentor before he returns from the market, so you must be fast as the wind.
I made a mistake. Oh god, what? Collects 18 flags! Oh, God. Okay. These are the worst things in the game. Okay, well, oh, you have to get, like, right on them! Please, God. Where even? I see, like, this. 4 out of 8. Oh, God, wait, look, they're just, like, everywhere. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, this makes sense, like, this is something that happened.
Please, I've done nothing wrong. Why are you doing this?
True children of God.
I've got a route going. Oh, God. I hate this so much. Because the parkour in Assassin's Creed 1 is so clunky. Yeah, look at that. I just missed. I think I'm gonna make it, but... What the hell? Hardcore parkour. But the funny thing is that this franchise is actually, like, very strongly, helped the whole... Is this the Optimus? No. Yeah, so the Optimus Prime thing, it looks kind of like this, but it just looks like, the truck. Alright, okay, we did it. Thank God. Oh, the minute the timer is still going, I have to get back to the guy. I mean, I can do it, but I didn't realize the time. Jesus. Please. Oh, shit. Fuck. Altair, please. I just drop kick him right before I...
That is great. I knew I could count on you, Master Altair. Here is what I learned from listening to the guards near the Dome of the Rock. They were talking about the man named Talal. They said he has many loyal followers, all of whom will readily give their lives for the man. If their master is in danger, they are sure to intervene, giving Talal time to escape. That is all I know. I hope my small contribution will help.
I wasn't even listening to what he said. Alright. So the cool thing about the investigations is even though they're like gameplay-wise, they're repetitive. You know, it's always just like punch a guy or do that. Oh. Or whatever. The information they give you is unique and it is genuinely helpful for the assassination mission. Like one will be like, oh, this is the time that the guards change positions, so swap shifts or whatever. So here's the best time to strike, or oh, I heard that there's these rafters, there's a door that got, or there's like a window in the building that got broken and they haven't gotten around to fixing it yet, so you can sneak in through there.
My time?
I found Talal. I'm ready to begin my mission.
That is for me to decide.
Very well. Here's what I know. He traffics in human lives, kidnapping Jerusalem citizens and selling them into slavery. His base is a warehouse located inside the
Altair,
north of here.
how come you're the only
As we
person
speak, he
with an
prepares a
American
caravan for
accent in
travel.
the entire Levant?
I'll strike while he's inspecting his stock. If I can avoid his men, Talal himself should prove little challenge.
Little challenge? Listen to you. Such arrogance.
Are we finished? Are you satisfied with what I've learned?
No, but it will have to do.
He said no, but it will have to do. I wonder if he'd actually have a different response if I actually did all of the
Rest,
investigations.
prepare, cry in the corner. Do whatever it is you do
Probably
before
not.
a mission.
This
Make
game
sure
isn't
you do
kind of
it
like
quietly.
that. And cool if it was.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Alright. Do you just sleep on these pillows? Whatever. Do they even have food, like snacks here? No. I hope Altair isn't hungry. Alright, let's see. Where's our target? Wow, a far corner. Cool. Make me work for it. Leave now. Yeah, I heard you. Can I make this jump? Yes. Sort of. No, well, yeah, that's a checkpoint. The idea is, after he checks in with the bureau officer or whatever, I don't even know if those guys have a title. I don't know what it is, but, I just think of them as bureau officers. Yeah, this game doesn't have mechanics like Hunger or Thirst, but when Altair does that, he basically just hangs out until he's ready to strike. There's no... Because I guess they figured that it would be kind of silly for him to immediately go do it as soon as he's, like, gathers intel. So they do the fast-forwarding memory to a more previous one sort of deal. They drop that in all later series, and all later series are just like, alright, you ready to go? Alright, go. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. It'd be really weird if Assassin's Creed had a Hunger and like survival mechanics like that. It'd be like, obviously the game would have to be really redesigned to do that sort of thing. But it'd be interesting. I personally find those mechanics more annoying than much else. I feel like they typically don't add too much to the game. They're just kind of like, okay, remember to do this because, you know, obviously the game time in video games is obviously extremely accelerated. Like, a game 4 hours might be the whole day, you know? So you have to eat every, like, single hour and drink every 30 minutes. Otherwise you'll just die. And it's typically just, you know, if a game is, like, revolves around those survival mechanics, like, if it's like a designated survival game, then sure, I respect that. But it's probably not going to be a game that I'm going to play. That's not my sort of thing. Just because it typically isn't implemented in an interesting way. It's just like, it's just a meter in the corner of your screen that goes down over time. Alright, what the heck is going... What is going on here? Hello, buddy. If you don't have your hidden blade equipped, you just whack them instead of doing that. Alright, I don't think I can scale that wall. Can I just walk into this place, or are there guards in the way? Okay, so those guards just investigated the body that I murdered, so that probably would have been the best time to get in and do it. But it looks like I can maybe go around the corner over there and find a way up and over. Which is information I probably could have gotten from doing further investigation. But you know, sometimes it's fine to... Oh god. Sometimes it's fun to figure it out on your own. That rock that they threw at me. 1 damage. Oh, they can jump? Almost as good as I can. Oh, I can totally get in by going around this way. They're right on me though. Where? Oh, literally right on me. Alright, keep it coming. Alright, have a good night. I'm just about to wrap up and I'm just gonna finish up this mission and I think I'm gonna call it. Oh yeah, there it is. I just have to, like, stop getting people to chase me and able to get in.
Thousands of lives are lost in its defense. This seems a tragedy. But I say, this is an honor. To die in service to God.
Come on.
Fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater.
I don't know if my status will go down to anonymous just by staying here, or if I actually have to find a hiding spot. I need to do this, leave. Alright, well there's one right here at least. There we be. Alrighty, let's get this going. Oh, cool. Classic. I don't remember this at all. This is pretty horrifying. What?
What now, slaver?
Oh, sick.
Do not call me that. I only wish to help them, as I myself was helped.
You do no kindness imprisoning them like this.
Save me! Imprisoning them? I keep them safe, preparing them for the journey that lies ahead.
What journey? It is a life of servitude.
You know nothing. It was folly to even bring you here. To think that you might see and understand.
I understand well enough. Show yourself.
Ah, so you want to see the man who called you here?
You did not call me here. I came on my own.
Ninjas?
Did you? Who unbarred the door? Cleared the path? Did you once raise your blade against a single man of mine, huh? No. All this I did for you. Step into the light then, and I will grant you one final favor.
One final favor. Heck. Look at that longbow.
Now I stand before you. What is it you desire?
Come down here. Let us settle this with honor.
Why must it always come to violence? It seems I cannot help you, for you do not wish to help yourself. And I cannot allow my work to be threatened. You leave me no choice. You must die. This will teach you not to trespass.
There we go. Come on. I can't find it anymore. There's one. Come on. Oh, someone do it. Jeez, I'm kidding. Trying to hit him, blade it. There we go.
Kill him already!
Oh, cool angle. How many are there? Oh, come on. Good one. This sucks. Yeah, combat is tricky in this game. There we go.
What's wrong with you?
Very nice. Let's go this way because the game is telling me. Oh, am I supposed to like go up and get him?
Keep him away from me!
Hasta la pasta. There's a good one. Excellent as always. God, what a good one. What the? Which way do I do? Nope.
Away with you! Away! Be gone!
Come on. What is it? Come on. There we go.
You've nowhere to run now. Share your secrets with me.
My part is plain. The Brotherhood is not so weak that my death will stop its work.
What Brotherhood?
Al-Mualim is not the only one with designs upon the Holy Land. And that's all you'll have from me.
Then we are finished. Beg forgiveness from your god.
He's long abandoned us. Long abandoned the men and women I took into my arms.
What do you mean?
Beggars, whores, addicts, lepers. Do they strike you as proper slaves? Unfit for even the most menial tasks? No. I took them not to sell, but to save. And yet you'd kill us all. For no other reason than it was asked of you.
No. You profit from the war. From lives lost and broken.
Yes, you would think that, ignorant as you are. Wall off your mind. They say it's what your kind do best. Do you see the irony in all this? No, not yet, it seems. But you will.
Here we run. Oh god. At least it refills our health when that happens. Let us leave. Yeah, that guy. I feel like he was probably one of the much less sympathetic villains. When he was like, they're like, hey, slavery is bad. He's like, but these people were nothing anyway. But I promise you, later on in the game, yeah, villains become much more complex. You know, starts off simple, gets. Can I still do the thing where? Yes.
Leave peasants before I make.
I couldn't even get out. Are you kidding me? Oh god, there's multiple. Hello? Placed. And we sit. Alright, as soon as I get to that assassin bureau, I'm gonna be ending this. Yeah, you run away. How far away is it? Oh god. That's what happens when you don't hold B, which I still do not have the option to yet while running. I'm just gonna try to get to the Assassin Bureau first and then get Anonymous. Then trying to get Anonymous and stay Anonymous all the way there. But that's just like impossible. Ooh. I'm close to the bureau, it's just around the corner. I just need to find a way to get Anonymous. Yeah, no, the bureau's closed. You don't have to tell me.
out of my way! Move now, or be trampled! I found him! He's here! Him! There! Get him! Give up! You've nowhere to run!
Oh god. There's too many of them. Please. Come on, come on, come on. Take this. And there we go. Woohoo. Come on, give me a checkpoint. I guess I don't really care if I get a checkpoint. Oh god, we got a body in here. Alrighty, so that was that. That was Assassin's Creed 1. Tomorrow at the same time, we will be checking out Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, the entire Ezio saga tomorrow, starting at the same time, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And this will all be going to YouTube, I hope. What is Altair doing? Look at the way he's standing. What is this? But yeah, so that wraps up the beginning of this. So yeah, tomorrow night is the Ezio saga. I'm gonna take a day off, and then the next day is the Kenway saga, which is Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and Assassin's Creed Rogue. After that will come... I don't even know what you call these two games. They're the kind of the odd ones out, and I was wishing that they'd get more love. Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Those two games. The day following that, I believe, will be the RPG games, Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then there'll be another day off. And the next day, on November 10th, will be brand new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it is gonna be some wild stuff. So, I'll see you next time.